I can't believe it. It saddens me to think I may have seen my last Otter Day celebration. I'll never get to see President Jam grow up. Congratulations on getting this far, little bird. Here's your next clue. We all have a role in the big game of life, but we may not yet know it. Remember that the gods do not play with dice. They leave that to us.
All right, you lot. It's last call. Give up your gold and fine things. No funny business.
Oh, a bar fight? Finally, I was getting bored. We have to help these poor people.
Janet, Yandorn, Dogrit, get ready to fight.
It's Dagrith.
Oh, sorry, noble dwarf.
Oh, what's this then? We got some two shoes what think they can goody on our turf.
What? Was that English?
Roll initiative. The bandits are overconfident, more preoccupied with shaking down the tavern goers for gold than fighting. Yandorn the Knowledgeable, it looks like you go first.
Huh? Oh, crap. We're fighting. We're outnumbered. What should I...
Maybe cast a spell, seeing as you're...
A wizard! Right, I'm a wizard. I cast Slippery Slime in the middle of the room.
Your arcane power conjures a slick goop that seeps over the floorboards of the tavern. A few bandits are halted by its powers. Two bandits lose their footing and fall. They crack their heads on upturned tables and chairs and go limp.
Sweet.
Oh, crumbs. That sounded painful. They're not dead, are they?
All right, lucky placement with a lame spell. My turn. Dagrith the Pious strides up to the closest heathen bandit to dispense swift and exacting justice.
With, cord summons?
Eat Dwarven Hammer, degenerate! Damn it. 9 plus... Is 14 enough to...
You dispense your god's justice to the table next to the bandit you were aiming at. You miss. A second bandit joins up with the one you just took a swing at. Their daggers crave dwarven blood. They both attack. I'ma make a nice toupee with that beard, boy!
Someone do something!
Janet Kneecracker. The last bandit notices that you are unarmed and advances from the other side of the room, right through the slippery slime.
So this idiot is just gonna fall over and spill his brains before I can do anything? Boo.
No, I wasn't done. He tries to maintain his footing as he runs through the slime, but he trips and slides across the floor, stopping right at your hairy halfling feet.
He's alive? I can kill him! Ooh, mama! Wait. How do I kill him?
You roll your d20, and... It's the one with 20 sides, Janet Kneecracker.
Ah, that makes sense. And 8? Does that do anything?
Oh, I think you add up the number next to where it says unarmed attack on your sheet.
Ah, thank you, Malgora Raventeeth. And Janet, you also get a bonus for striking a foe who's on the ground, which is more than enough for you to land a decisive hit. Roll your damage. It's the normal-looking die, plus,
Yeah, I got it. So I got a 5. Then I guess I add strength. So can I stomp on his junk for 8 damage and kill him?
So, it's that kind of game.
Janet, you bring your foot down on the hapless bandit's coin purse. The force of your blow breaks through the floorboard he's laying on and teeter-totters him up to eye level, where you can more easily see his terrified, scabby face.
Oh, I want to get him at head level now.
Your turn is over, Janet. Just one attack per turn at level 1. Malgora Raventeeth, your turn.
Oh, no.
Dagrith is still engaged with bandits and is bleeding. Around the tavern, poor locals are being assaulted and beaten for their valuables. What do you do, half-orc?
Do I have to kill people? I thought we'd be answering ancient riddles and fighting bad stuff like goblins and imps.
Hey, my last character was a goblin. He was great and he killed loads of people.
Tickety-boo, you bastards.
God, I hated that goblin and his stupid catchphrase. Come on, Malgora. We made our characters to hit stuff. You bought short swords for crying out loud.
Sorry, it's my first time playing. And try not to sound too mad, please. We're recording the game.
Oh, please, kind bandits, don't take my dear wife's brooch. It's all I have left of her since she...
Malgora, you see from across the room that they're robbing the now lifeless body of the old man who's been your dear friend for the past...
My friend? Oh, God, no! They killed my... Wait, what's his name? You just said he's an old friend.
You're just so enraged, Malgora, at the sight of such violence that all basic indicators of personal identity have left your mind. All you know is that your friends and neighbors are in danger.
I know what to do. I reach over to the bandit that Janet just emasculated and pick him up by his neck.
No, I want to finish him off.
Shh, it's teamwork. I lift him up until he's off the ground and I yell to get everyone's attention. You rotten punks have messed with the wrong town. You take one more precious thing, you hurt one more person, and I'll pluck your eyeballs out, put them in a jar, and sell raffle tickets to people to try and guess how many are in there. Oh, I'm sorry. That was dumb. I got fundraising ideas stuck in my head. I'll just
Make
stab.
an intimidation roll, Malgora. You get a +4 bonus from your ferocious presence trait.
Oh, well, sure then.
Whew, Malgora! Everyone in the tavern is dumbfounded in surprise and terror. The bandit you're holding by the neck frantically wriggles free of your grip and scurries away on his hands and knees. Those fighting Dagrith lose their nerve and head for the door. I don't have a sound button for violent peasant uprising, so I'll just push a few buttons.
Hey, I didn't get to hit anything. I throw a chair at the fleeing bandits.
Yeah, I'm not letting the castrato crawl away from me. When it's my turn again, he's history.
You're all insane. We don't have to fight anymore. Whoops, hold on. It's time for the underwriting break.
This broadcast is brought to you by Big Goblin Gaming, Peculiar Springs' mecca of magic, minis, and merch. You're listening to 93.3 WSCP FM, The Scoop.
Lengthy Tangent presents Peculiar Radio, created by J.K. Robbins. Starring Lauryn Alvarez as Mallory Brimm, J.K. Robbins as Brandon Bardo, Alyssa Petrey as Mackenzie Mack Harrison, Kate Sheridan as Tamryn Woods, with Jamey Lewis as Gus Fotheringham. Episode 7, Ghouls and Grottos.
Wow.
You like it? I can tell you're impressed. Arthur had this complex soundboard for all the FX. He did all the voices for the NPCs, and I...
Yeah, Arthur, let's talk about Arthur. So you and Max spend all day playing at this guy's store with him and these two bozos?
Hey, whoa. Those two bozos are David and Carl. They're both Ghouls and Grottos veterans. So, David is playing as this human wizard named Yandorn the Knowledgeable, and Carl is a dwarf paladin.
Mallory,
who...
I don't care. Yandork sounds like he failed the 10th grade, and the Carl guy just sounds like an asshole.
Yeah, Carl already made that Yandork joke. But, yeah, Gus knew Arthur.
And he
so
knew about Gus's flash drives, and made you play make-believe, and put it all out on the radio?
Why are you so snippy today, Bardo? Besides, Arthur's great. I didn't know this, but apparently Gus was something of a regular at Arthur's shop. He wasn't much of an RPG guy, though. Arthur said he was big on, I think he said something about worker placement and train ticket games.
God, that sounds incredibly boring. So you're saying Gus and Arthur bonded over weird board games about imaginary jobs?
That's a rude way to say it, but...
And I'm sorry for my constant interruptions, but I gotta harp on this. He was close enough to Gus to be part of this weird conspiracy of a scavenger hunt that we're being forced to run through to keep our real jobs, and you just went along with it?
Bardo, it's fine. Arthur is a friend. Gus's friend. And a really fun game master.
Mallory, these freaks and geeks could know where Gus's will is, and they're just making you jump through these hoops for free publicity. For all we know, he could have hidden every other flash drive. 'Cause you really think an old codger like Gus could have hidden that last note in a zoo enclosure without anyone else noticing? Frankly, I'm surprised Mack didn't just sock him in the coin purse and nab the flash drive. That's kinda her MO.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it my turn to talk?
I mean, is that a board game joke? Or...
It will work out, Bardo. I know we've been working hard to keep our jobs by finding these flash drives, and I've been working hard to produce something fun for our listeners with a local business owner who really cares about what he does. I just need you to trust me, okay?
Okay. I mean, if you think this'll... Yeah, fine. I'm gonna go grab a snack.
And from the catacombs, a mob of skeletons attack! Ha ha!
Oh, I'm finally getting to hit stuff? Damn bandits and their high dexterity.
I'll say, I feel way less guilty about killing things that are already dead.
Oh, my turn.
That will just barely hit, Janet.
I'll admit the first time we heard the bowling pins when I punched a skeleton in the pelvis was funny, but I'm over it.
I'll take that as constructive criticism.
Oh, Mal! Oh, that's perfect.
What?
Whenever I crane kick one of these guys in the jaw, you can just snap some celery in half.
I just wanted to eat my snack.
Cracking celery is too wet of a sound for dry, reanimated skeletons.
How about the almonds from the trail mix?
The bowling pins are fine, okay? Come on. Anyway, Janet's blow puts down the last skeleton. You think that was the last of them. Dagrath, roll me a perception check.
Oh yeah, that's an 18. What do I see?
At the end of the room, you see a tall statue of a man in fine clothes. He has one hand reaching out, almost like a greeting. Where the statue's wrist meets his sleeve, you see a very fine break in the stone that looks like an intentional feature.
That's what I'm talking about. There's gotta be more gold behind that statue.
More gold that we're returning to the townsfolk, Dagrath. Everything we found so far was definitely stolen.
As you come closer to the statue, you see wispy trails of spider webs and dust all over him. No one has touched this statue in years. It looks like you can twist his outreached hand.
Well, you heard the man. Nothing behind the statue is stolen, so let's get paid.
Janet, wouldn't your monastic order be disappointed in you, Grave Robin?
Come on, Mal. Vows of poverty, a life of contemplation. That's not what Janet Kneecracker is about. She left the other monks after they taught her the only skill worth learning. Punching anything that moves.
You know, potions and scrolls get pretty pricey. Let's rob the dead rich guy. I twist the hand.
The statue slides away, revealing a doorway. You all file into the forbidding room. In its center lies a stone sarcophagus, emblazoned with a noble coat of arms. On the walls are shields and tapestries with very familiar heraldry. A flying griffin over a field of red and white stripes.
I have a bad feeling about this.
A mere moment after you all step in, you hear the door close behind you. You all feel an eerie chill rise up your spine. Over the sarcophagus appears a hateful, translucent male figure. He looks exactly like the statue you opened to come into the chamber, except with pale skin and tattered clothes.
He's definitely the dungeon boss. I cast Protect Ally on myself.
David, you can't cast Protect Ally on yourself.
I don't count as my own ally? Mildred Newman would disagree. Fine. In that case, I walk over to Janet to cast the spell on her. You get a +4 bonus to your armor for 3 rounds.
All right, I'm ready to. David, do you have to touch me in real life for this magic to happen?
Huh? Oh, no. I was role-playing. Sorry.
Smooth as slippery slime, Yandorn.
On that note, Janet runs up to the ghost to punch him.
We're fighting? He hasn't even
Okay, roll for it.
Oh, yes! That's the best I've rolled all game. All right, now damage.
Your fist harmlessly passes through the ghost.
What? I got like 19. That's not high enough.
Oh, it is, but this spectral noble is wholly immaterial. You lack the special materials or magic to hurt ghosts.
But Janet's a monk. Don't they have, like, meditation powers or something?
Yeah, that sounded kind of boring, so I went all in with hitting people. So what can I do to the ghost?
Don't ask me. I don't play monks. Read the rulebook yourself.
Okay. Mystic focus. A lifetime of intense discipline and self-denial. Performs superhuman abilities. Okay, here we go. Right here. Spirit Strike allows a monk to damage ghosts and blah, 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 by spending focus points. Okay, and I get focus points by taking vows? Oh.
I don't think Janet does that.
As your old master once said,
To gain true freedom, you must give up.
If I throw all my gold to the ground right now, does that count as a vow of poverty so I can punch the ghost?
no, it doesn't work that way.
Thankfully, Holy Smite does wonders for ghosts. I stride up.
The ghost has a speech. I wrote a speech for the ghost. It's got plot stuff. Please shut up for 1 minute.
Sorry, Arthur.
Hey, I didn't do anything.
I can feel it now. The withering crops in the fields, the empty roads, and the last bits of gold fought over by rogues and bastards. All these years, my cursed home has been tormented, and I could do nothing about it until now.
Do I have to make a check to know if that last part was talking about us?
The ghost's ominous words fill you with terror. I need everyone to make a roll against his horrifying presence. Roll a 17, or you have to flee.
Oh. Yeah, I run away.
Oh, and Janet has a -2 penalty for being next to the ghost.
Damn it.
Oh, this is too good. An enemy I can absolutely squish and no party members to kill steal?
Well, we'll see if you squish his lordship after your fear roll, Dagrith.
I fear no spirit. I have the Fearless Crusader trait. My bonus against this is a
1?
That's an auto fail. You really suck.
I
at
swear
this.
to God, Arthur! Every time I buy dice from your shop and play in your games, I roll 1s against the boss. Do you curse your dice?
I'll never tell. Malgora, you haven't rolled yet.
Crumbs. Here goes nothing. Okay. +3. That's 17 exactly.
Malgora, as your party shrieks and scrambles at the locked door, you stand firm. The ghost stares at you, his face a mask of bitterness, but also of grief.
Aww. Oh, I mean, Malgora walks up to the ghost and pulls out the big gold ring we picked off the bandit leader 2 rooms ago.
Come on, I said I wanted that ring.
David, I wrote it on my sheet first. Sorry. I placed this ring with what looks like a griffin head on it onto the sarcophagus in front of the ghost. We are friends, old spirit. This town is also our home. We, lived through it firsthand. The terrible curse that you... He said the town was cursed, right?
Yep, super cursed.
We are here to break the old curse and revive our home. If you can tell us anything that can help, please do so.
I knew folks like you in life. One of the Raven Teeth clan, I presume. Very well. I shall tell you how to break the curse.
Hallo and Yassi. I am Heinz Papadopoulos with the Peculiar Springs German-Greek Alliance, and I'm excited to announce our upcoming Suzukatya and Souvlaki mix-up.
Big Vet, Big Threat is protesting the upcoming Tri-State Cat Show, claiming, quote, veterinarians are backed by the government and implant listening devices into felines when they're neutered or...
Well, now, this one we're calling this a hot dish instead of a hot dish, as they do in the Midwest of the United States, because you can customize it to your liking.
As you journey through the springwood, the foliage grows thicker. Leaves and sticks crack beneath your boots, and the trees loom overhead. Somewhere out in this unknown expanse is the secret lodge of the Keepers of Springwood. If any of that ancient druidic order still live, then maybe they hold the other half of the Staff of Plenty. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
And why are you looking for druids in the woods exactly?
Well, the ghost was a friend of the druids when he was alive, and he was buried with a big emerald that went on this magic staff that could change the weather and make crops grow. Our hometown is withered and cursed with bad luck, so...
So you're looking for magic jewelry that'll somehow save the land or whatever. Okay, I'm caught up.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, but you're still not there yet. What's happening now exactly?
Okay, so this part was pretty fun. We're walking through the woods, so we did these little side quests and special encounters as we traveled.
And how long do these little side quests go on?
Not that long.
How long?
I don't know, like 2 hours?
Mallory, you can't just play 2 hours worth of filler.
It's not filler. We were...
You were what?
Bonding.
Mallory.
Here, fine. I'll skip over some of it.
And as you walk past a patch of foliage, roll another perception check.
We made a lot of perception checks because we were traveling. Because, like, you make a perception check when you're looking for stuff.
Now you find only your torchlight. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Some of what we saw was pretty interesting if you just wait.
Welcome to my traveling treasure hovel. Go ahead and make a...
After this part.
I'm waiting.
Look, there was tons of interesting stuff happening. I swear, we met this weird witch in the woods.
In the game. You met a weird witch in the woods in the game.
Yeah, and her voice was amazing. You need to hear it. Arthur made these crazy eyes and hunched his back. Just a second, okay?
Welcome to my traveling treasure hovel. What pretty things can I provide for such interesting travelers such as
and
yourself?
She had this big floating hut that was her house that she was pulling on a leash like a balloon. And we went inside, and there was all this cool stuff to buy, but we didn't have enough gold, so we bought potions instead.
Oh, cool.
It was cool. It was legitimately, actually cool.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said cool.
No. The way you just said it was much more lackadaisical.
All right. I'll shut up.
No, you won't.
Like a nut one? As you're making your way through the dimly lit tangles of brambles, guided by only your torchlight, go ahead and make a perception
No, not another
check.
perception check.
No.
Skip.
I swear, this was a good part.
15, baby. I got glow-in-the-dark cat eyes or some shit.
11.
That's, 1.
Oh, never mind. I don't think this is the part that I meant to find. We should skip it.
No, you don't. I'm invested now.
It's really not that good.
Like a gnat?
one?
Yeah? Seriously, we can skip this part.
Don't you dare.
Without warning, the ground beneath your feet disappears out from under you, and you find yourself dangling 10 feet in the air, suspended on a tripwire. Ow! My leg!
Oh, that's it. I'm skipping.
No, wait. No, I enjoyed that. Let's listen to that again.
Ow! My leg! Miguel, what? Ow! My leg! Miguel, what? Ow! My leg!
Okay, this game is really starting to grow on me. Now, wait. You sound like you really are in pain there. Did someone actually hit you?
I was startled by the trap, and I hit my knee on the table.
As you ford the river, sleek, dark figures emerge from the water. Technically, they're dire swamp weasels, but the zoo is selling the official Otter's Day chess set, and the pawns are just the right size for minis.
Okay,
See?
so a long story, less long. There were these old stone carvings that kind of pointed the way. Some fairies gave us some directions, and then we fought the weasels. We won, by the way.
Ah, what a relief.
And then we found a secret lodge. It was this old stone building, and it looked completely abandoned.
It looked? How could you tell what it looked like? You know what? Fine. Let's hear that.
Well, I guess the diner dispatch driver's here with our lunch. This seems like a good place to take a break anyway.
Hey there, folks. What are we up to today?
We're introducing these ladies from the Scoop to the game Ghouls and Grottos. Have you ever played?
I played a little in high school, but I prefer games that have higher stakes. Ones that don't give me scheduling headaches every week.
Oh, these ladies are playing for some very high stakes indeed.
Hey!
Oh, I won't say anything else, I promise.
Interesting. All right, then. Who got the space burger with fries?
I do.
Me? Mine had no tomatoes.
Alrighty, there you go. And, yep, there's yours. Next is the spaghetti. Anyone?
Carl, isn't that yours?
I didn't order any spaghetti. I ordered goch. It's a Klingon delicacy.
Oh, just take it.
Your mother has a smooth forehead.
Cracking fingers with fries plus extra tartar sauce and ketchup packets.
That'd be me.
And last but not least, the solid green salad with an order of poplars and a Moloko plus shake. I assume these are yours, ma'am.
Thank you.
These foods are so confusing without the illustrated menu.
I know. Mine is really just a garden salad with an order of popcorn shrimp and a milkshake.
Oh, and someone named Rachel said to tell you she made sure to add some plus in your shake, whatever that means.
Ooh, thank her very much for me. Cheers, everyone. This game is about to get even more interesting.
Who's Rachel?
Oh, a new special friend. Maybe you'll get to meet her sometime. Hey, what's this? Did she slip something else into my order? I'm a little old to be getting toys in my takeout.
Let me see that. Is this a 1955 mint condition vinyl cast lead painted figurine of none other than Gordonopoulos Chase the Space Ace? I used to watch the cartoon all the time when I was a kid.
Oh my god, it's got the original version of the USS Pioneer logo on the packaging. Did you watch the live action show? They weren't as flashy as the science fiction shows are today with their CGI, but it made me want to become an astronaut.
What is it you do again, Carl?
Investment analyst.
The shows were all right, but did anybody watch the 1963 movie starring Brant Manley? Out of this world! Not like the reboot in the 80s. That was absolute garbage. I want to change my order to whatever she got. One of these babies would be the crown jewel of my collection.
Whoa, well, slow down there, gentlemen. If that's worth money, I'm going to be needing it back. It was with my order, after all.
I may have accidentally knocked that off their display shelf when I was picking up your order. Yeah, thought I felt something, but they got so many knickknacks on the wall.
Well, I say finders keepers.
Mac, you can't keep it. It belongs to Space Burger.
Well, maybe they should display their precious collectibles more securely.
But what if they figure out when it went missing and he gets fired?
Ugh, fine. But I love it when free money falls in my lap.
Actually, I work for a diner dispatch, not Space Burger. I doubt they even notice it's gone. There's about 100 tchotchkes on that shelf alone. Tell you what, if one of these guys wants to buy it and we split the profits, I won't say a word.
Mr. Delivery Driver, I respect that. Who will start the bidding?
My mom left me a bunch of Beanie Babies.
Oh boy, I really need to remember to edit this out later.
Whoa, who knew role-playing games are so fun? And that Arthur guy, he's a real interesting fellow. Oh, but I digest. I'm here because we have a real ad for a real thing, but this is an extra special one, so listen up.
Introducing Pocket Bard, your tabletop RPG's audio companion. This interactive music and sound app is tailored to make your game's audio experience simple, adaptive, and utterly seamless. Manage soundtracks with real-time intuitive controls and fine-tune the ambiance to your heart's content. Dive deeper into your story while we handle the audio magic. Now available on both Google Play Store and Apple App Store. Within Pocket Bard, find hours of free downloadable audio at your fingertips. Seamlessly transition between exploration and combat. And do more than just adjust the volume. With our unique intensity sliders, customize weather, ambiance, and musical themes. No matter where the journey takes you, Pocket Bard ensures your audio keeps pace.
Whoa, that honestly sounds cool as heck. Fantasy voice lady, I actually just downloaded Pocket Bard, so I'm gonna check that out right now. What do we got here? Ooh, Fantasy Essential. 13 scenes for free premium. Horror, oh nice. Seafaring, 2 free scenes. Yeah, back to the show. Oh, Sci-Fi Essentials, sign me up.
Oh boy, I really need to remember to edit this out later. I do need to edit that part out.
Or you can leave it in. I doubt anybody will be listening.
You don't have to disrespect the game like that, you know.
What are you talking about?
Ghouls and Grottos, the game and the people who play it. You've been a jerk this whole time, just crapping on all of it. I mean, yeah, I thought it was kind of nerdy at first, but this whole experience has shown me that there's actual value in what we're doing. That actions have consequences, and that, like in life, sometimes we get dealt a bad rule, but we have to keep going.
Yeah, but I'm sure most people would rather just play a video game so they can actually see what's happening.
You can't use your imagination?
I can, and I do. When I read, that's what books are for, but not when I play games. And when I play games, I'd rather be able to control my player. I mean, depending on a megalomaniacal game master to tell you what you're doing seems pointless.
Sounds like you have control issues to me.
Sounds like you have dependency issues to me.
Prick.
Guilty.
At least you admit it.
And I didn't have to roll a thing.
All I'm saying is, I walked in there with 1 friend, and I walked out with 5. And if that's dorky to you, by all means, play your single-player video games at home by yourself if that makes you happy. If anything makes you happy, just know that the story you're actually playing is one the publishers want you to play. You control nothing. At least we're writing our own stories. This whole experience has taught me that no matter how powerful you are, your greatest magic comes from the group.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, good on you, Malgora Raventeeth.
Yeah?
Yeah, point made. Let's keep this thing going. You said something about a druid lodge?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is it? Where are all the druids? The other half of the staff better be here.
That is concerning, Dagrath. This building has clearly not been used as a gathering place for some time. But with the fading afternoon light, you see what appears to be a person the next room over. They're standing up straight in waist-high water.
Oh? Is he trying to hide from us or something?
Well, you did only barely notice him. The room he's in is much darker than the one you're in. He stands still. He probably hasn't noticed that you see him yet.
I'm gonna yell at him. Hey, over there!
Wait, maybe if we all go underwater, we can sneak up on him with...
I'm not doing any of those things. If the last piranhas are dead, then it's my turn. I'm walking in there before you do something dumb to scare him off.
Like a grand hero of legend, you slosh into the dark room to confront this weird, silent stranger. As you approach the figure, you notice his posture is a bit stiff and unnatural. His head is drooping to the side by a shoulder, and almost appears like he's being held up by something.
So he's... What's happening? Potions! I know one of you brought potions. Heal me.
Dagrith, a scythe rigged up to a tripwire sweeps from the ceiling and punctures your breastplate. Your wound shoots out a spring of blood.
See? We should have swam in. That scythe would have gone right over his head if we did that.
As the rest of the party wades in, they see that the figure across from you is a dead goblin, impaled on a scythe trap that triggered some time ago. Just under the surface of the water, his bones have been picked clean by swamp piranhas.
How are there even piranhas in a swamp with, like, forest oaks and stuff?
Yeah, this isn't a jungle-themed campaign, is it?
Because piranhas are cool and they're fun. That's why they're here. This is a fantasy world where we can have piranhas in temperate forests and ghosts giving out quests. So anyway, the traps.
I literally have 1 hit point.
Oh, yeah. Have a couple healing potions, Dagrith. So, I get a bonus to spot and disable traps. Can I roll for that?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Sheesh, 17? Do I stay alive with a 17?
You carefully trek through the flooded room. Behind a rafter above you, you see another scythe. And from under the water, you find a muck-covered tripwire. But you still have to disable it. You can see that there is a staircase to the next floor, but this trap is blocking the way.
That does sound important. Somebody's making these traps and we should find out who it is. Okay. I roll again. That's over 20! Okay, so do I... Wait, I die anyway, but I rolled...
Nope, sorry. Wrong button. I hit the wrong FX button. You rolled way higher than you needed to.
Wouldn't surprise me if you skewered her. You're really out for blood with this game going on the radio. Huh.
Carl, this is a balanced encounter meant to teach new players the game. I didn't design it to kill you all. Yet.
You're a mad genius. I get it. Dagrith is going to walk up the stairs, but I'm rolling perception this time.
You see that all of the stairs are made of wood. A good amount of the stairs seem rotted, but you can see that every few steps have been replaced and look noticeably newer.
Easy mode. I walk up the stairs making a point to only walk on the better looking stairs while avoiding the old crappy ones.
Okay. Dagrith walks up the stairs. The newer steps are surprisingly sturdy underfoot. That is, until you're almost at the top. The step at your right foot breaks perfectly down the middle, revealing a small cavity with barbed wooden spikes.
Damn it.
They stab into your foot and calf for... max damage! Nice!
Ow! My leg! Well, there go our last healing potions.
Bring your bottoms to the top show of the weekend as the best queens in the country take the stage. Performances by Beryl Streep, Andy Kissinger, Amanda Lay, and Meatball.
Well, it looks like it's a Cats game. After several attempts by BVBT to cancel the Tri-State Cat Show, it looks like it'll go on as planned.
Come have a tussle down at the rink and roll. If you've got friends, now's the time to bring them out for a rollicking good time on roller skates. Hustle, you!
Oh, Dagrith's armor and weapons are slick with fresh blood. Despite your wounds, you and your allies defeat the last bear summoned by the druid. His old elven face is a mask of anger.
That's right. I killed your bears. You're pretty terrible at protecting nature if you're gonna send her at a fully armed dwarf.
They did maul the hell out of you for a couple rounds, Carl. But you finally managed to exact your revenge on Winnie and Yogi over there.
The druid snarls, his sharp eyes glancing around at your battered and bloody party.
Hey, I'm at full HP.
Because you're in the back where no one can get to you.
The druid conjures a flaming fog. Everyone needs to roll a dodge save.
Whew.
Crumbs.
19 plus.
Why do I bother?
A burning wind of embers and smoke passes over you all. If you fail, you take 8 fire damage, half if you passed.
Well then, I'm dead.
Wait, no, we need you to take the hits.
Each of those bears took a bite out of me. How can I possibly...
Dagrith is dead now.
Oh, shit. Can I at least have some heroic last words?
Yeah, always. Just keep it under 10 words.
Okay, so... Malgora! Janet, tear them apart, then commission a statue in my...
But that's over 10. If you're counting your coughing efforts as words.
Okay. I don't use my dying breath to ask for a statue to be made in my honor. I thank my party for doing what it takes to get the job done, and for being a team, even Yondorn.
Aw, thanks, buddy. I'm definitely dead if he does that again, though.
All right, well, seeing as I am dead, I'm gonna run to the restroom. My stomach does not agree with Klingon cuisine.
No, Dagrith, no! Malgora was going to try rolling diplomacy against the druid, but now she's too furious at the sight of all those misunderstood bear flambés. And Dagrith!
As Dagrith's body is reduced to a smoldering beard, the old druid's hands are bathed in flames. He promises to burn you all for your part of the staff.
Wait, he can do the fire again? Do we have any more potions left?
Hey, I've got the perfect thing for this. I run over to Mallory and cast Mage's Moisture.
Ugh, Mage's what?
Was that the same button for the slime spell?
And Yandorn has the Ring of Wetness equipped, which lets me cast Mage's Moisture a second time in the same turn on Janet.
And what does this moisture do, David?
You're both soaking wet!
Ugh, gross.
The next time you're hit with fire magic, you take the lowest possible damage.
Oh, that's a good thing. Smart move, Yandorn.
And you chose to make us wet instead of wetting yourself. How thoughtful. Well, let's make it count. Janet is jump kicking through dwarf and bear smoke to kick this guy in the neck.
You emerge from the embers and deliver a rib-cracking kick to the old druid. He winces in anger, but he's still standing firm.
Okay, my turn. Malgora runs to the other side of the evil druid so she can backstab him for extra damage.
He tries to strike you with his flaming hands. But, oh, you tuck and roll past his hands.
Malgora comes to her feet, short sword in hand, and she stabs an old man. Oh, does that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, adding my bonus from backstabbing, that's 14 damage.
The old druid spits up bloody bile. He gives an animalistic howl of pain as he raises his hands. He casts another flaming fog. All of you, including the old man, are caught up in it. Malgora and Janet only take 3 points of damage.
Still not doing great.
Ooh, 2 hit points.
Yandorn and the druid, however... Yandorn is consumed by flames.
What? That's not fair, is it?
Yandorn is taken by the flames. He gives you the thumbs up, like the T-800 in Terminator 2, before he's reduced to ashes. Blech.
Thank you, David. The old druid also falls to the ground, battered, burned, and bloodied. He's too weak to fight back or even move.
Oh, you killed our friends, you glorified garden gnome.
Elf. He's an elf.
You could have helped us put the staff together. Our home is torn apart and festering with rot. Isn't that why it was made in the first place? Why wouldn't you want to use it?
The dying druid wheezes a response.
You were here to help? You don't work for her?
Her? Who are you talking about?
Years ago, I loved a human woman. She was a noble from your town. We met when my order gave your people the staff of plenty. She was fair and kind for a rich human.
Let's hear the 10 to 15 word version of this, old man.
We had a child. She grew to be a monster. Greedy, cruel, and eager for power. The Lord Mayor of your hometown is my daughter. She has the other part of the staff. She wants it complete so that she may achieve what the mystics refer to as quantum control.
But your listeners will have to wait until next time to see that confrontation.
What the hell, Arthur? I want to kill the Lord Mayor now.
Well, I haven't written that part out yet. This is the whole adventure so far.
So far? Arthur, we've been playing all day.
Writing one-shots is really hard, okay? I always want to keep the story going. Also, you need new party members. Half your team is dead. I'll get back to you in a couple months if you want to keep playing the story. You'll get to be level 2.
I'm definitely not playing a wizard again. All that thinking was hard. So wait, you've killed the main bad guy, but Arthur didn't finish writing the story, so you can't technically win?
Yeah, we have to give him a couple of months to write the next part of the story. He's just super busy with things.
But what happens next? With the flash drive. The flash drive with the clue that we need to have now. I mean, is this man-child really going to make us wait for another stupid game? Because we're gonna lose the station.
Arthur's on his way to drop that off right now.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Yeah, best not repeat that man-child comment. Arthur's enthusiasm for make-believe is a bit much, but I mean, I guess he's an okay guy if Gus trusted him.
Exactly. He's not bad, and he talks a lot. You'd get along with him.
And judging by the soundboard, I mean, he's definitely an audio head. I wonder if I could get some of his samples to use on air.
On air? What would you use any of those sounds for?
Nothing crazy. Maybe just something to spice weather up and breaking news updates, you know, like if it rains or someone gets stabbed.
Oh, that must be Arthur.
If it isn't the mighty Malgora!
And you, the amazing, almost every other character in the game.
And I'm Bardo the Bemused.
Oh, holy crap, Brandon Bardo! The coffee hour radio wizard of Peculiar Springs? I didn't think you'd be here in the station this late.
Yeah, here I am. And you can drop the act.
Act? No, dude. I mean, sir, you're my favorite person at the Scoop, okay? You're the funniest and maybe like the 4th smartest guy in town.
Oh, thanks.
To tell you the truth, I legitimately cried and ate an entire quart of ice cream for 20 minutes in my store office when I learned you weren't going to be in the game.
You know, it's funny, Arthur. We were just talking about you. Bardo had a lot to say
about your really solid setup with all the sound editing. I mean, you're definitely no spring chicken.
Why, thank you. I mean, I went to school for business administration, but I couldn't help taking some audio engineering courses.
Oh? We should workshop some segment promos sometime.
Workshop? With Bardo. This is the most fantastical thing I've heard all day.
Huzzah.
Okay. Well, before I hyperventilate from having the perfect day, let me give you this.
The next flash drive. Thank you, Arthur. So, our quest is finished?
I gotta say, I'm really glad they killed your druid guy, Arthur, because, I mean, it would have been fun to have to send someone in to steal it, but I like how all this turned out in the end.
Steal it? No, you wouldn't have had to do that. Did you think I wasn't going to give you the next clue if the party failed?
Yes.
Oh, gods no, that would be terrible. Just because I GM doesn't mean I'm actually evil. Jeez. It was a for fun thing to honor Gus's memory. I'm sorry for making you worry. Oh, look, we can play something more low-key soon to make up for it. Planets in Plasma is an old favorite if we want to go more sci-fi. Or we could play Horn of the Minotaur if we don't want to do another RPG.
That sounds like fun, Arthur.
You know what? Yeah. Count me in.
Okay, well, I should head out. Thanks again for doing this, you know? It'll really help the shop. Night, folks.
Wow. That guy seems...
Bardo.
What? Kind of fun.
Thanks for tuning in to Credits FM. That was episode 7 of Peculiar Radio, called Ghouls and Grottos. Starring Lauryn Alvarez as Mallory Brimm, J.K. Robbins as Brandon Bardo,
Alyssa Petrey as Mackenzie, Mack Harrison. Kate Sheridan as Tamryn Woods. With Jamey Lewis as Gus Fotheringham. Also featuring Layne Lewis as Carl. Lowell Flemming as David. Tyler Hyrchuk as Arthur. Edward Mack as Big Ear. Additional voices: Tyler Hyrchuk, Tony Jackson, Merete Mohs, James McGowan, Theo Cassapedis, and D. Henry Hanson. Written by Lowell Fleming, Tyler Hyrchuk, Merete Mohs, Rose Hahn, and J.K. Robbins. Story by Lowell Fleming. Theme song by Alex Burner. Composing by Alex Burner. Sound design and engineering by Lindsay Fawn, Tyler Hyrchuk, Marsha Dunbar, Clint Habermel, James McGowan, Merete Mohs, and Alyssa Petrey. Casting by Max Gallo. Produced by Lindsay Fawn, Tyler Hyrchuk, oh that's me, and Merete Mohs. Production coordination by Merete Mohs. Executive production by Alyssa Esteban. And that's Credits FM for today. Goodbye.